Hello there, YouTube viewers. Figured I'd load from the beginning this time just so I could show you guys the mods that I keep on here. Government subsidy, which I never use, so I don't really know why I have it turned on anyways. I do have it as a mod though because I use it for the other maps. Like I have a test map that I just put one of those signs and let myself have money. Hay storage, that increased it from in-game is like 250, those are 500,000. A perfectly squared off, um, can't think, perfectly squared off plow. More spots for honey because one is ridiculous. I don't even know why they would have an in-game pallet location for honey and you literally have one pallet show up. That is, I hope that they fix that because that is very dumb. um, Placeable tanks. So I only have 3 tanks out. It shows 4 tanks there. Liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and seed are the ones that I keep out. And then the modded trucks. One I use for a dump truck, and the other one I use for a pallet truck. If I could get me into gaming today, play a little bit of farming sim. Sit here for an hour or two. I need to. Today's little goal is to get a pile of money, as much money as I can gather, because there's a particular field that I want to buy that's like 500 grand. It's in the middle of my other 2 fields. It has canola in it right now, which I could just put straight into the factory and run that factory with just canola for easily an entire year. Um, so hopefully purchasing that field. Recently I've upgraded my seeder. I had a regular forklift and I got rid of the regular forklift and bought, oh, my silly cat. Every time you close the door, she would love it if she could go out there, but then when she's out there and you close the door on her again, then she would love it if you'd let her back in the room. So it's just a battle, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Anyways, I need to make like a cat hole whenever I have my own place. I think that's what I'll do, is make little slots in the door where they could like walk through. So did fast forward. This is the first thing I've been trying to do, is move these buildings, but they take forever to get all the stuff out of these buildings. So I've been waiting. 10,000 liters left still in this one. 16 in this one. So getting into a lot of these grapes is nice. Dig into these grapes. elsewhere, so just get rid of things to a general area. I do like the money from the pallets. It's not really having to move them around constantly. Do wish that the limit was 100 rather than 75. 75 is still a little low, but I will go for 75 over what they had before that, because before that was manageable. Literally couldn't have pallets. So at least this way you still have pallets, you still get to make a little bit more money in certain circumstances. Some things you are just kind of selling at whatever price you can, and not really, I mean, you can look for a little bit of a profit, but generally, you're just selling at any old price. Now, there are times of the year, of course, where maybe it's smarter to stack a few pallets here and there and hold them. Like, for instance, with the clothes, I actually do hold those for an entire year. And it seems as if the output was higher because last year I had 16,000 liters. So, see, this is what I mean. Cat's right back in here wanting to do it again. Opens the door for no reason, just to open the door. Can't stand it. It's so annoying. Because then you get all the outside noise from out there. TV's on. They're watching videos, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. She's just so ridiculous. She can't just live. She's got to be spoiled like all of us humans, right? The reason I know she doesn't need to be in here is because not only was she laying down behind my chair when I closed the door originally, but also I just fed her, she's just got new water, and she went to the bathroom before that. So, please explain to me what it is you need to come in and out for. She could talk. This would be lovely. This would make things a lot easier. But most people that own pets understand that pets are like kids, and kids do things just with little to no reason. Sometimes it has reason and meaning, but sometimes it's just to do it. When the truck does that, it like locks itself in the first gear kind of thing. So then you have to wait a second. But I was actually trying to glance at the pallets there. They look fine for now. Probably sell them next month. Same with cheese and chocolate. Until next month, I just did this last month. I need to go get a bottle of water because apparently right here. pillar. That should be good. Why is it not collecting the other one? Alright, so this is where you gotta be smarter than the cat. And you put a little door stop right there. So when she slams the door wide open, all I do is throw my shoes in front of the door. A little sandal, so that way when she throws the door open, it'll hit the sandals and kind of come back at her, and she'll wait a second. You'll see her sometimes. She's funny. She'll open the door and she'll wait because she thinks the door's gonna come back at her. And that's what you get for slinging it wide open. She stands on it with on her back 2 legs and puts her front paws on the door and just swings it wide open. Alright. It's funny. Anyways, let me go back to eating some eggs. I need to look. Let's look at how many. I hate that grass is never clicked every time. It's so annoying. I need to look at. Let's make it a little down. So eggs are 62. These need to be re-watered. Okay, so let's check milk. 76,068. So 68, 69, 76. Okay. The butter. Let's start producing this again. That way we make sure we don't run out of butter. I guess actually, I still have 3,000. It's not going to take long to produce this, so I'm going to keep that off. Flour. We will get going on some flour. Sorghum's actually like best, huh? It goes 15 for 16. Oh no, 15 for 19, 30 for 20, 30, and 5 for 4. So oat is the best. 15 for 19. Normally, if you park it here, right, you can get all of them at the same time. Sometimes it makes a pain in the neck. Probably need to be out just like maybe like a half an inch to the right of the whole truck. Okay, save. Just pull up. This one I don't really care for. I don't know why. I almost want to move this building. I don't know why you would place this back here to be able to get your pallets. Okay, so this is your dump location, right? So generally you do like mine. You drive around and then you drive around the back and then exit and go whichever way you need to go. But for some reason, these knuckleheads put these houses so close to here that you have literally barely enough room to drive anything in here. Now mind you, these are 2 rows. You have a row here, right, obviously visible, and then another row that is out here. So my truck cannot even fit through here. I don't understand what was the friggin' point of that. If you're gonna do that, then move the pallets, turn them around. Make them face straight, right? Like, if you put faces this way, well then turn the freaking pallets. That was dumb. Terrible design. That's one of the only critiques I have on the buildings. So, as far as like these drop-off areas and things like that, on most of the buildings are fine, but this one, what the hell are you guys thinking? You have no room to drive anything back here. It doesn't make any sense. I could barely fit the forklift back there. I just had to push them all being sideways. Push them all out. And then drive in from the other way. And pick them all up at boots. Again, I don't know where it's highest. I just know that this place buys my eggs. So I could look. You know, clearly we could come back down here, go to here, and go, okay, fast food 19, Johnson's Farmer Truck 1964. So technically we would have made just a little bit more when I go into the farmer's market, but we went to the farmer's market already for the pool, and we seen how far that was, so really is it that much of a difference? Traveling a little amount that far, you know what I mean, like travel time, all this other stuff. Just get rid of it, wear up, make whatever money I can get. That's pretty much what they want us to do. So this is the latest and greatest item that I bought. Hasn't even been used yet. Will be nice when it is used. Massive cedar. So most of my equipment is fairly large now. I have the large harvester. This thing is further spreading. This, the roller, my loading wagon. So I mean, for the most part, I'm at max on just about everything. So this is the new one I bought. It's the same exact one as the old one I have. It's just smarter to take up one slot, get rid of that forklift, and now I have 2 of these. Yeah, so largest loading wagon, and all these different things. Let's find ourselves a truck real quick. So So milk's up. Need to move the milk. Straw's good. Slurries, Hay's down. Silage is fine. Straw's midway. So let's go get some hay and some straw. This is one of the modded vehicles that I use. I really like the fact that it's larger container in the back. Obviously that most of them are going to hold like 50,000, 60,000 liters or something like that in between there when you're in-game models and such, but But this is the only thing I don't like. Anyways, I'm like going on a tangent about that. But this is the only thing I don't like about it is like this thing is 82,000 liters, but look how tiny it is. I mean, very cool that you could fit 82,000 liters in there. Not necessarily that you really could, but maybe make this a little wider than the truck. Like it's slightly wider, but maybe a little bit wider than that, so that it helps when you're getting these giant spraying images like that, for instance. That's a pretty good sized spray coming out of that nozzle. So I gotta get rid of some of this. I was talking, but maybe just a little bigger hitbox there. Yes. Okay, so I needed. We'll go with like 21. I was definitely not paying attention. It's like almost 60,000. Look at how fast this thing builds up. What happened here, Giants? I feel like I shouldn't let the game save like this. Why is this one patch not grown? Everything else is grown, but this one patch. What's going on here? What is going on here, Giants? These were both planted together, and this one patch is off. Isn't it? Yeah, I think I gotta restart the game. Because if I let it save like that, it's gonna stay like that, which means that it's probably gonna be on the other month. That's not, it's not an image clash, because as you start to move and you get closer, you can tell. How in the living junk did that happen? What happened? What? Okay, well, forgive me, but I'll be back.